Yo, what's up, everyone? How y'all doing? Say what's up to the chat here. Mortimer, good to see you, man. B team, let's go. What's up? Ned, good to see you, man. Jilly, good as always. Ligma Wick, still love your name, bro. Good to see you back. Ando Poncho, what's up, man? What's up, JB? How you doing? Rob Dirt, good to see you. Rio Grande, what's up, man? Rio Grande. All right. Bing bong, bro. All right. How's you guys trading week been in this range here? Y'all tearing it up or let's see. Just ranging. Awesome. Love to see it. Love to see it. Killing it with Soul. Nice. If I don't know if you were here for the stream where I went over the support and resistance on Soul, but Soul loves to fall. Oh, y'all can't see the screen. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Caught the Soul bottom. Nice. Love to see it. Okay, so we'll get into Bitcoin here in a second. Let's think how we want to do this giveaway. So I think what we're going to do for the giveaway is we're going to be giving away 1 month of Cipher Matrix. If you already have Cipher Matrix, then I'll just give you 50 USDT to whoever wins. I think we'll do the giveaway kind of in the middle of the stream because I want to give more people time to get in here. But don't worry, if you already have Cipher Matrix, I'll just throw you like $50. So everybody can participate because you guys have all been supportive along the way. But I would just like to say formally thank you guys for 300 subscribers. It's been an amazing journey. I never thought that we'd get here in a month and a half. You guys are the best community ever. You guys are sharing me with all of your friends, and I greatly appreciate that. I'm just glad you guys keep finding value and coming back. So, yeah, I'll move on from that, but I just want to say thank you for every single one of you guys. It's been awesome. Okay, so let's get into a little bit of TA here. So again, we're just ranging. We had like a value area low sweep on that CME sweep last night. Then we bounced to the value area high. Now we're coming back to the value area low. Something a little bit interesting is on the Bitcoin to gold pair here. So I was talking to my mods earlier in the week kind of about this kind of looking like a little bit of a distribution setup on Bitcoin to gold, a Model 2 with a retest of the order block. I was saying to watch for the range to break down, like if these turned into, I think we were like here or something when I said it, to watch for these failed rallies to break down. Well, there's a couple things that has me thinking that this could turn into just a little bit more of a spring. So I like that this is kind of resetting while the USD price is still holding the range, which just means that gold itself is pumping, so it's pulling this down, even though the USD price is kind of holding the range. One interesting part here, if we take our 4-hour, low here, and we're drawing our Fibonacci here. So we're just underneath the golden pocket here. We're in that golden pocket 786 here. What I would be watching for on this, if this is going to turn into a spring and we kind of just come back up from there, 3 hits to the low, jump over the creek, etc., and go, is this demand block here from the 1 hour. So we came down close to it earlier. We kind of had this trend line connecting all the lows, right? We bounced there, came back up, tested this order block, rejected from there, coming back down. If on your 5-minute time frame, if you set an alert on this chart for 34.33, and we see something like, sweep lower, you could wait for the break of structure. Maybe if we do something like this, right? Come up, come down. Break structure like that. That would be a little bit easier to see the break of structure first. But I would set an alert at 34.33. I think there's a really good chance that we could sweep down into this, and then that could give us kind of the spring up. What I do like about that idea is if we look at our USD pair, the level that we were looking for yesterday was on this 90-minute 200 EMA, which we keep trying to test. We haven't quite made it there. So if we do get a final sweep lower underneath this 90-minute, where's our 2-hour at? So our 2-hour aligns more with that idea. So I still do like the idea from yesterday of a sweep down into the golden pocket if this demand zone on Bitcoin Gold doesn't hold. Something like sweep of this liquidity underneath this 2-hour 200 EMA down at I think the golden pocket. Let's see. All right, well, you don't need that alert because we're hitting it now, so this will be interesting. Anyway, so the golden pocket on the... Oh, that's probably loud as heck. Sorry, guys. Jesus. Forgive me for that. Okay. Yeah, so a sweep of this liquidity in the lows. I still like this idea. Around like 115 to... Around 114 to 115 too. ETH dumping? Yeah, I kind of figured ETH was going to dump after we lost the range deviation. Yeah, I still like this. Obviously, you'd want a little bit of structure in this golden pocket, but I welcome the sweep. I'm going to keep an eye on the gold pair in another tab here. Okay, hold on. Yeah, keep an eye on this, boys. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at our indicators here. Okay, so this is, if you were watching yesterday's stream, so this is the box that we had drawn on yesterday's stream for where we would expect to bounce. Isn't it crazy how that ended up aligning with where we were looking at on our Bitcoin and gold pair? Man, it must be the 300 subscriber special because I'm speaking stuff into existence. I said, hey, I like this idea because it aligns with what we were looking at yesterday. And then we get both things at the same time. So like the stream for that, guys. It's awesome. Okay. Look at that reaction off that Bitcoin and gold demand and off of the level we were looking at yesterday. Love it. Love it, guys. Okay. Absolutely love that reaction. Happening live. Awesome. Okay. Now remember, the break of structure is still way up here. So yeah, that candle's beautiful. Look at the volume on that candle. Jesus. Look at that volume. Yeah, guys. I like this. I like this. Sweep of yesterday's low. Oh, man. Sweep of Monday's low. Might try to run the Monday range. That was perfect timing, Ned. Yeah, it really was. It really was, dude. We're celebrating here. Yeah. Okay. Look at that bullish reaction. Man, I wish I was trading right now. But hey, I don't because I'm with the fam. We're partying. Okay. Let's go to the 1 hour here. Yeah, we tapped right on that 1 hour reversal zone here. SFP possible. 15 minute. 10-minute probably already. Yeah, 10-minute confirm the SFP. I mean, if you're more of a patient trader, the level that you're looking at, it's going to be, what is this, 117,697. This breaks. That gives you a structure flip. Was that the retest of the bearish momentum here? Let's see. Yeah, it was. So we broke out of the downtrend momentum, and look, we perfectly retested it on that test there. Breaking structure here would be great, around like 117,690. You could then look for like a golden pocket retrace, or, you know, it's about a 1% stop, about a 1.25% stop. But yeah, wow. Love to see that happen live. I would just see it. I mean, I would do more TA for you guys, but what I was looking at basically just happened. So just looking for the confirmation break of structure here. But yeah, that was where I would expect you to get a bounce. Look at that. Love this chart. It's perfect. That alert goes off, tells you the bottom. Okay. So let's do this. Since this is the 300 subscriber special, is there anything that you guys would like to go over or would like some clarification on or anything like that before we get too into everything? Give you guys a second. All right. Well, then we'll just keep going over some macro things here. What's my plan at this level? Well, my plan was to long on that notification, but right now I'd be looking. No, stop. I'd be looking for a structure to break on the 15-minute or the 5-minute up here at around 117,688. When the ranges first started, I struggled with Bitcoin and where exactly that should be putting my highs and lows. So this is a good example. Right, so it wicks out of the deviation level and then it closes back above. Like if we go to like the 5-minute. Dang, excuse me, that was a bullish candle. That was a really bullish candle. Let me look at some volume here. Man, buyers are coming in here. Hold on. Okay, all right, here's a lesson we can go over. So this is what you want to see when you look at volume delta on an SFP, right? So what this indicates is bears tried to push the price down. That's what this long wick to the downside is. That's like minus 26 million or whatever. Oh, let's go to where we... Okay, let's make sure this is perps volume before I get too far into this. Hold on. Okay. Okay, that's less exciting. Less exciting on perps. But it's still good. It's still good, right? So you get this big bearish push down, and then it comes and closes up a lot more positive. Now, this was a lot of volume. So this was 50 million shorts. Bitcoin sold short, but it closed, and then about 30 million came in long. So there is still some bullish pressure pushing this back up. Now, if the perps volume delta looked like that spot did, that would be extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. But this is still pretty bullish. Okay. Let's look at some of the larger time frames here. So we swept the Monday Asia low. And daily pivot point 117,950. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot for a bullish week setup. Underneath the 6-hour 50. Yeah, Yeah, I think this looks pretty good, guys. Let me set an alert so that we can keep an eye on this. Okay. Okay, so interestingly, the same way that on the Bitcoin to gold chart it looked like distribution, now on the Bitcoin USD chart it's starting to look like accumulation, which is better. Especially if this turns into a wick, spring, underneath. Oh, in the deviation level 2. Yeah, so the real proof. I'll tell you guys this: the real proof of whether we're gonna come back down to like 112 or we can keep going is gonna be if this rally on Bitcoin to gold fails. This looks like distribution. If this Bitcoin to gold rally like gets acceptance back into the range, right? Then chances are we're going to run the range. I can tell you guys that. So, you know, if tomorrow you're looking at this and it doesn't look like a failed rally, there's a high probability chance we're going to run the range. Okay. And I'll of course update you guys on that in the morning. Don't worry about that. 34 people in here. Okay, let's see if we can get the giveaway going pinned to the top of the stream here. How do we want to do this? Let's see. Okay. Man, I need to get some mods in here. Hey, write something in the chat if you want to be a mod on stream. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pump this. Okay, so comment Cipher Gang on that video to win either 1 month of Cipher Matrix if you don't have it, or fair enough, whatever, or 50 USDT if you already have it. And we'll check in on that later in the stream. But yeah, this is going to be the proof of the move for you guys if we're going higher. Generally, when you get these tests of the gold pair, like here's an example here. It doesn't look like we tested it, but if we zoom in, let's go to the 15. I can't see where I am. It doesn't look like we tested it, but if you look on the 15-minute, we did. And that was the absolute low of that move down, right? So this pair respects TA really well. So definitely something to keep an eye on. The next level I would anticipate getting a bounce from, if not here, would be, okay, so just together. Set an alert on Bitcoin to gold 33.96. That would be a mitigation, right? What do we look for? We look for range, initiation, mitigation, continuation. So if we don't bounce from here, I would anticipate bouncing from this 33.97 level. So not this video, the one linked in the comment. Let me pin the comment. Yeah, sorry, that's a little confusing. Not this video, the video that's linked. I'm just gonna do a random comment picker. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at ETH a little bit here. Man, ETH recovered fast from that pullback. Okay. I need a fresh chart. Oh yeah, and you have to be subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed to win. You have to be subscribed to the channel. Okay. Is this a time count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you, man. How you doing? What's up, Andrew? Good to see you, buddy. Make sure you get into the giveaway that's pinned, Cameron. Troll Games, good to see you. Yeah, like the video too. Yeah, I like the video. Good one, Troll. Man, ETH just flying. Absolutely flying. Hitting this resistance here. 37.77. Let's look at our weekly. Oof. Oh man, if it can hold this, trend line, that's really good for ETH. Man, that's awesome. So where did we bounce from? Underneath the trend ribbon. What do I tell you guys, right? Bullish EMAs, you buy underneath. Let's look at our 5-minute 200 EMA here. Consolidating underneath the 5-minute 200, bouncing from the reversal zone. There's nothing about this range here that screams distribution yet. So I'm not that worried yet here. Now, if we did start to lose the range, similar with Bitcoin, then that starts to look like distribution for a bigger move down. But so far, this ETH has a lot of momentum. Now, we could test this trend line again around like 36.64. And what would we be doing then? We'd just be testing this downtrending trend line. Right? Or you could draw it, like this. Yeah, you draw it like that. Just be testing this trend line here. Let's look at structure here. Relevant structural high is going to be up here, 37.82. This would flip the trend on the 5-minute and 15-minute. We're above a bearish EMA right now, so if I had to guess, come down, maybe like a golden pocket bounce if we're going to be saved here. Thanks, Speed Team. Appreciate you, man. Cool. Oh yeah, we can look at Solana. Solana's pumping today, and EMA strat, guys. That video that you guys all just typed Cypher Gang in. If you guys haven't watched that video, watch it. It just gave you the exact low on the 5-minute. All the way up. All the way up, guys. All the way up. If you find a coin that's really bullish, you know what? We're going to go through this lesson. All right. If you find a coin this is FOMO season, right? This is FOMO pump season. If you find a coin that's really bullish, so for example, ETH, when ETH was pumping like crazy from the bottom, man, even from the bottom. All right, so you want to get in on ETH is pumping like crazy. You don't FOMO at the highs. No. Just buy underneath the 5-minute 200. You're going to see the same things over and over again on the stream because it's important you guys get this. Pumping like crazy. Buy underneath the 5-minute 200. Okay. Moving on. Like number 25. Awesome. Good to see you, Jesse. All right. Is there any other coins that you guys want to look at? Oh, we can go over another strategy here. Oh boy. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. All right, we want to see a close above here, close above 34.66. However, on the 3-minute, we might. Ooh, the 3-minute did break structure already. Oh, this is Heiken Ashy candles. Okay, hold on. 3-minute broke structure here. Did we get a 5-minute break? 5-minute breaks here. All right, let's set alert. Okay, cool. Okay, so if we do break on the 5-minute, this would be one of my favorite patterns. This would be an SFP break of structure on the gold pair out of a demand zone. Yeah, this would be an SFP into demand followed by a break of structure. That's called the JPAL pattern on the Bitcoin gold pair. That would be so freaking bullish. That would be amazing. So we'll leave this alert here. We'll take a look at what's going on. Man, Sol is just running. Where's my support and resistance? There it is. 203, 203.01 for Sol. It's next level. If you don't have these support and resistance on your chart, they will make you rich. I'm pretty sure I shared them with everyone back here before Sol came down to retest 158. If you entered off that support line at 158.05, you're chilling. You're making money. Or if you entered on the retest of 186.70, you're also chilling. The trade of your life. What, crypto? What trade? What coin are you talking about, Jesse? Or just crypto as a whole? Let me leave these supports up here for anyone that needs them. Okay. Okay, so let's share a strategy here. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Gave you guys the level at the start of the stream. Hey, what a way to celebrate 300, guys. What a way to celebrate 300. Giving you guys the bottom. We talked about it on the live stream yesterday. Oh, man. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Where's the TA from yesterday? It was here somewhere. Was that on here? Whoa. What happened to my chart? Wait. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. I gave you guys the level 116.8 to 116,000. We wicked into it, and we're going. Hallelujah, guys. Congratulations, everyone. Patient, a prepared trader is a profitable trader. We've now broken structure on both the gold pair and the USD pair. It's looking good for a rotation to pull Monday's high. Man, great stream, guys. Great stream. Great stream. All right, let's see how many entries we have for this giveaway. I feel like celebrating. Oh, we got quite a few people entering. Heck yeah, okay. If you haven't entered, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like that video that's in the pinned comment Cipher gang. You can pick yourself up either a month of Cipher Matrix or $50. So definitely enter. Man, cool. Did anyone take the long from yesterday's TA? Put a 1 in the chat if you took the long. I'm interested. Or from today's TA, if you managed to catch it from today's TA too. Okay. And if you guys have any coins you want to look at, now's a good time. You can throw them in there, because we're just chilling with Bitcoin right now. Man, nobody got the long? Dang, guys. I should have listened to whoever said live trade. I should have jumped in it live. That probably would have given you guys the little push you guys needed to take it. Hey, Bobby took it. Nice. Nice. Love it. Oh man, you guys have the SFP break of structure trade still. Okay. So they're going to trick you, right? So the gold pair is going to break structure here, and they might SFP you on the USD pair. I promise you, this pair matters more. This matters more. But this is, yeah, I mean, it's still technically low. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Nine more likes. Yeah, guys, run those likes up. Man, 34 viewers, 28 likes. Good job, guys. Or 28 likes, 29 likes. All right, let's check out some of these coins you guys are looking at. $116.6. Hey, that's not a bad entry. It's not a bad entry at all. You're FOMOing? I mean, this could turn into a spring. I mean, the volume's there. Volume's there. The volume, I mean, if we're looking at our volume candles, this is the biggest volume candle since, let's mark it here. What is that? That's, I don't have volume on. It's a big candle. It's the biggest volume since Wednesday of last week. It's a nice hourly candle. Is that a 30-minute break of structure? Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna go over strategy. I said that like 5 times. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. Okay, so one thing that you can do, so anyone who uses your RSI, so one strategy I like to use is to throw a 200 SMA on the RSI. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to give you this red line here. Let's go to like a random coin, for example. Let's go to SUI. So, hey, look at our SUI trade. Look at our SUI trade. Okay. Anyone take this SUI trade? Throw one in the chat if you took the SUI trade. But yeah, I feel great, man, for sure. I feel great. Celebrating with the fam. It's a good day. So what you'll notice is when this RSI 200 SMA is in the bullish control zone. So for example, the 200 SMA on the RSI crosses into the bearish control zone here. What happens? Price is bearish, right? Now, price continues to be bearish until it crosses into the bullish control zone here, which aligns with your other TA of your like mitigation continuation, right? Out of this zone. But what do you notice? As the 200 SMA on the RSI crosses into the bullish control zone, the price flips bullish. You guys see that? Now, another thing that you can look at, hold on. I got to give you guys some sauce for the celebration here. Let me see if I have my personal indicator here. Hold on. RSI with buy sell. Here we go. Okay. I can drop this code for this indicator in the Discord for you guys as well. So it has the built-in 200 SMA, but it also has alerts and indications for when price crosses above or below this 200 SMA. So let's look at what happens to price. Yes, bigger time frame the better, obviously. So here, you get a signal to sell. What happens? Price comes down, right? Ranging. Trend starts here. You get a signal to buy. Price continues up, right? You get a signal to sell here. I guess your first signal to sell was like here. Your first signal to sell is there. Cool off, right? When you get back in, you get your first buy signal here. Now, obviously, just like with Cipher Matrix, how are we determining our bias? If you had to guess, right? Well, probably from if the SMA is over the 50 line or underneath it, bearish or bullish control zone. We're in the bullish control zone. We're going to be favoring long signals because we know that the longs are going to give us the more powerful oomph behind the move. Rave bro. Yeah. You can tell from the avatar. Yeah, so it'll give you good entries on the crosses. Now, when it's ranging, it obviously doesn't work as well because you're getting this kind of chop behavior. 200 SMA. Now, one thing you can combine with this on your RSI is using trend line breakouts on your RSI. So you're cooling off in this downtrend here. If you take your ray tool, now you see how high this SMA is here. So this is telling you your bias is going to be long continuation. This is a really bullish trend, right? Now maybe you don't want to wait for this cross, even though getting on that cross would have given you a great entry, right? But it's not the point. Maybe you want to get in sooner. Okay, well you can connect a trend line on your RSI here and wait for a definitive breakout of that trend down here. Now, if you do that and you enter on the trend line break on the RSI, my guess would be that was the low. Yeah, you got in at the low of the range, right? Let's zoom out. Let's show you guys how this stuff works on a higher time frame. So Let's look at this down range here. If we're looking from the top, we're connecting our lows. We get a breakout here, here, and you get it move up for a couple days. Ultimately fails. If we adjust our trend line, we get a breakout and a retest. I think this was probably a weekly break. Yeah, so you get a breakout on the weekly down here at the lows, right? Obviously, you want to use multiple time frame confluence, but let's use the 4 hour to give you guys a better idea. Is that what's kind of confusing? Sorry about that. Right, you see the breakout here on the RSI? If you got in on that RSI breakout, you got in at the low here. And this works to the upside too, so maybe you're trying to figure out if you should stay in your long. Maybe you're long from the low here. So we break structure here, first higher lows here. So if we're connecting trend lines here, you kind of got faked out a little bit here. You could have got back in on the reclaim. And then ultimately you lost that here, right? You definitively lost it, retested it bearishly, and made a lower low. See here you retested bearishly but didn't make a lower low. So you can use like structure on this too. But if you waited for that and you got out on the lower low, you would have gotten out. You could have like set a take profit at the highs, and you would have gotten out before this big correction down. So you can use momentum trend lines on the RSI is what I'm trying to say. But most importantly, using the SMA for bias and then using these crosses to get in and out during trends. Like, yeah, would the cross happen? Cross would have happened sometime in the formation of this candle, letting you know you're going to come down. But again, you're favoring trades in the direction of trend. Oh, you're getting a signal right now on the 1 hour. What's up, username? How you doing? What's up, Mohammed? Good to see you. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, jump in the Discord, the free learning Discord in the description. That's where you'll be able to see more intraday TA. Troll, it's been about 5 or 6 years. I started trading in 2019. Okay. Cool. Let's look at some other coins. Litecoin? Yeah, we go with Litecoin. Litecoin is bouncing off of the spider line here. Let's look at our 5-minute on Litecoin. Break of structure. Retest of previous range. Oh, yeah. 4 hour order block bounce. 5-minute break of structure out of a 4 hour order block. Let's look at our 15. 15 relevant high here. See if you have a good RR here. And not like a pullback maybe. There we go. I like this. I like this trade. I like an entry, like a retest to the bottom of this range here. You might not get it. I mean, you could be greedy and enter up here, but you'd have to be targeting like 130. If you're more patient, the better RR is to wait for it to fall in a discount of the range. So that would align with an entry around 115. Stop loss below the low. Thank you, B team. I appreciate it. You need to wake up at 8. Oh man, it's 3:54, dude. What are you doing awake, bro? What's up, Golden Child? How you doing, man? Okay, what other coins do we see here? Litecoin, XRP. Yeah, we can look at XRP. H bar near ADA. Okay. AIXBT. Okay, cool. If someone could type those coins out so it's easier to see, it'd be great. But yeah, we'll look at XRP now. Man, I gave you guys the XRP trade down here. I think it was like 340. Was that yesterday? Oh, that was on the Sunday stream. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was yesterday, man. So yeah, we gave you guys the entry down here. Really, like whenever coins are just going through their uptrend here, I went over this on Sunday, but I'll go over it one more time. We were going over all the best entries are going to be under the 5-minute 200 EMA. Like, he gave you a chance on the stream there. And Mortimer, I wanted to point out, great job. I think it was you. If not, you're getting credit for someone else. But someone said that a lot of the altcoins were looking like they were about to pump because they're either about to get a bearish cross in the 15 or they're about to pump. And all of the altcoins pumped. So you made great eye there. That was a great eye. Identifying that opportunity. Nice, Mortimer. That's smart. Okay, now let's get you to look, or whoever's looking at XRP here. So what did XRP do? So it came down and bounced from exactly where we'd expect it to bounce based on its demand chain. So now we're looking for the break of structure here, 357.50. And then, so we're looking for the range, initiation, mitigation, continuation. After this gets broken, you can look for a pullback. Right, because you have this downtrending momentum is trying to break out now, so a breakout of that momentum, a momentum retest, you look for something like this. And the next target we were looking at was, so 385 is the target, and then 430 is the target. So I would say TP won at previous highs, obviously, like 366 you take off the table. But I would only take a little bit off because I think your next stop is 384 and then ultimately this 430 target. So yeah, I like that. I like that trade. That level is like kind of this order block here, like 353. So wait for this to break structure first, then buy the mitigation of the range. That's what I see on XRP. H-bar, pal, Ada, thank you. Bearded, appreciate you. Tired. I'm gonna do the giveaway in case people are waiting for that. If you gotta take off, I know shitcoin TA is only so entertaining. Let's do a random comment picker here. If you haven't entered the giveaway, make sure you enter it now because I'm about to do the drawing. Hey, we're at 315 subscribers, man. Wow. Next target is 400, guys. Appreciate everyone for subscribing. You guys are awesome. Okay. I mean, we have been absolutely nailing these predictions, guys. Ever since I created the channel, just been on a hot streak. It's been great. I love to see you guys winning. One thing I will say, if you guys are posting in the Discord, when you guys post profit logs, just to help people learn, if you don't mind just telling a little bit about like how you got into the trade, what strategy you used, what confluence you looked for, Alex does that in his Discord. I really like it, so we're going to implement that as well. Man, can you not just do? Can you just pick a random comment? Okay, hold on. Okay, we're gonna do it here. I'm not sure if this one lets me filter, so if it's a comment that doesn't say Cypher Gang, you don't win. So make sure your comment says Cypher Gang, okay? Don't get mad at me. Rules are clear. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. Okay. Martin Serena, are you in the chat? You in the chat, Martino Serena. Going once. Oh, you won? Okay, cool. If you won, Mortimer, just DM me on Discord proof that this is you. And if you don't have Cypher Matrix, you just won a month of Cypher Matrix. Nice. Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Well, when it gets to 400 subscribers, we'll do another giveaway. So if you didn't win this, then oh yeah, smart. Thank you. If you didn't win this time, there will be another giveaway. Okay. Cypher Matrix, Pio, that's my indicator. That's this. That's this indicator here. Hop in the Discord if you have any more questions about that. There's about 4 more slots at the current price for that. Okay. What were the next coins here? H-bar, POW, and ADA. Okay. Man. What a call. What a call, boys. Love this community. Oh, Andrew, you showed up late, man. Were you able to get the long from yesterday's levels? From the 116 area we were looking at yesterday? Few people caught it. Okay. Let's see. So H-bar is underneath the bullish EMAs. That's good. Let's look at... Nice little bounce off the 5-minute. What do we say for this is for everyone who uses Cypher Matrix, right? You don't buy inside the deviation bands. You wait for the retest, right? SFP, looking for a break of structure. Relevant structural high. Yeah, nice little wick in and out on the Heikin-Ashi candles. Trend ribbon has flipped blue. That's nice. We're in premium right now. You can expect to pull back underneath the trend ribbon around like 2686. But the relevant structural break here is up here. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's go to our 4 hour. Oh, sorry, that structure level is at 27,340. 4 hour, we're underneath the trend ribbon. A little overheated, fell out of the deviation bands. Let's look at our 1 hour. Ooh, I like this double SFP on the 1 hour. At the bottom of the trend band. Yeah, if this MACD can cross underneath the 0 line, I mean, we went over this a little bit yesterday, right? Cool off underneath the 0 line cross. Speaking of, let me finish this first. So nice. So we actually have 1 hour structure in here. Yeah, I'd be looking for a close above 27,342, and then I'd be looking for any sort of pullback to long with your stop below this low. That's what I'd be looking for. This is where your structure shifts. 27,340. That would be the level that I watch. To the upside, you're looking to target this liquidity, to run this liquidity at 28,879. And ultimately, to run this liquidity up here. I think, by the looks of it, this is probably your value area low as well. Let's grab it. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, so I'd be looking for like a break of structure, maybe a retest of the POC here. Yeah, it's a 2-to-1, and then if you end up running the range highs, that's a 4-to-1. I like that a lot. I like this trade. But wait for the structure to break first. Wait for 27,340 to break first. Okay. Cool. What was the next coin? AIXBT someone asked for, right? I remember seeing that. Let's take a look at that. What is this coin? I don't think I've ever heard of it. Well, I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever charted it. Man, Cipher Matrix on the daily, killing it on AIXBT. Let's see. What is our macro value area? We're hitting our head on the POC. Value area high at 21. 1 hour. Let's look at a 4 hour. Still bullish, hitting our head on resistance. I mean, I like a. Nah, you're still kind of overheated. Let's zoom in. Did we pull the lows? We didn't pull the lows. We didn't pull the lows, so your structure break was here, actually. Oh, no. Okay, bearish break. Structural break is here. So we SFP'd the highs here. I'd look for a close above 118.2. And then maybe a pullback from there to retest demands. Or this little order block here. So this order block is a little deep. I don't know if you'll get a correction all the way down there. So maybe something like this. It's a 3% stop. Where's the highs? Highs are here. And okay, maybe aim for, hold on. So in order to get a good, if you're not already in a trade on AIXBT, in order to get a good tradable RR, you'd have to look for an entry here, which means this is probably where it's going to come through. I like 17,529, stop below the lows, targeting the highs of the range at 18.7. This gives you a 3 RR. Yeah, good night, Aaron. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, brother. Win robot made. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. QTN? Yeah, we can look at QTN. Oh, well then you're good. You're good. You're good on that one. QTN. That's not even. Oh yeah. Okay. Wait, QNT? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, Paul. Yeah, Paul was asked for first. We'll do that one. Let me know what the ticker is for the other one. This coin isn't listed very many places. Oh man, EMA strat ripping this coin apart. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, these are kind of big moves too, huh? Careful, guys. I don't know anything about this coin. Could be a scam. Do some TA on it though. You got in at 1172. That's a great entry. Yeah. I think you're chilling. You're targeting the liquidity in this high. I would take some profit here. It's a shit coin. I would take some profit here for sure. What is that? 1244. Let me make sure I have that right. No. The high 1243. It takes a profit at 1243. At least take something off the table. And then you can move your stop below this low. And then you're taking some off at a 3R, as you should. Pay yourself. You learned your lesson, Joey. Pay yourself. Yeah, it takes off at 1244. Quants, QNT? Yeah, we can look at QNT. Man, I need to trade me some altcoins. Look at this. Look at this money on the table here. Jesus. How big of a move is that? Need to set me some alerts. Man, look at Cipher Matrix just nailing the bottom on QNT here. Man, I'm proud of this indicator, guys. Thank you for everybody who supported the development of this. I really wish I had this when I started trading. Man, I'm going to add this chart to my watch list. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's overheated right now. It's still, if you're in a long, I would not be worried right now until we lose this 5-minute deviation band here. Remember, it's trending and continue trending until it exits the band. Let's zoom out a little bit on our weekly. Kind of like inverse head and shoulders vibe here. Is that a little bit of a harmonic here? So you had the bearish pattern into the... Is that an 886 retrace? Yeah, you had an 886 retrace here. Probably ultimately targeting the top of the pattern here, like 169. If you're in a spot trade, you have some momentum to track here. Man. Yeah, this thing's just impulsing right now. It's impulsing. It broke above the highs here. I mean, I can give you some targets. So you got the 171 target. You've also got 139, 145, and 153. Ultimately, this is your like more macro target area up here. That's your more macro selling target up here. If you do come down and mitigate just some market structure analysis here, so this mitigating this range would be great. Oh, it already did. Yeah, this coin's looks good. Looks good. Again, I don't know anything about this shitcoin. It could be a total scam, but that's the TA for you. 139, 145, 154. You can draw some spider lines on the weekly here. So you're hitting a spider line right now. If you start to flip this to support around like your 133 level, you're going here. So another target would be 137. And if you flip support on 133, you're going to 137. Otherwise, you're probably coming back to 130. All right, cool. Let's see. Any other sauce I can throw in at the end here? Let's see. Any strategies I want to share? You know what? I will cook on something to share for the stream next stream. I think we've gone over a lot today. I want to thank all of you guys for being here. If you're new here, subscribe, like the stream, hop in the Discord, the learning Discord in the description. That's where I'm going to post more intraday TA. I really appreciate all you guys. Welcome to the family. We're making great progress on our 400 subscriber target next. As always, much love, guys. Trade safe. Wave Cipher out. Take care.